What's going on, y'all? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week as always. I'm doing it horizontal today because I don't feel like holding the phone sideways. So I don't have my setup. But live in Alaska. I'm on a little vacation for a little bit, but I'm going to do some work and wanted to chat a little bit while I'm here. I got very good Wi-Fi. Apparently, the only place that Sprint is good is in Alaska because back in California, I never get service. But out here, I got like 15 bars. It's good to know. That's where Sprint has its good service, is Alaska. But I wanted to talk about social engineering a little bit. We'll wait till everyone comes in. I'll let you guys know I'm out here. Someone said chilly. No, it's not that cold. What's up from Minnesota? What's going on? I've never done it horizontal. Or no, this is vertical. I'm sorry. I lied. What's going on, Jonathan? First time catching me live. Appreciate you being here. Terry, what's going on? Jeff, hello. Loretta, we got Aristides, did I say your name right? That's a legendary name. Take me to the bridge downtown. What is that, like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song? Are you saying? Some people think I look like Anthony Kiedis. That's funny. What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna pin this to the top real quick too. It's my live event. If you're in the Los Angeles, SoCal area, please buy tickets. VIP tickets are sold out. It's gonna be fun. We got a comedian, 2 debates. I'm gonna talk in a live town hall. You already know them. We got Jody. I'll give you a little view. I'm in Alaska right now, but we're gonna do a real chat too. But I'll give you a little. It's pretty vibey out here. Got some unsuspecting guests. Yeah. Well, what's up, Germany? You said Germanistan. Trying to crack a joke. So the reason I'm out here is a lot of you guys know I went on a cruise in May, and I took a 12-day break from my cell phone. And I actually won a free cruise. I played slots and somehow got enough points to win a free cruise. So this one was pretty much free. They say free, but I still had to pay taxes and obviously travel and stuff. But I mean, I got to bring a friend, my friend from high school. It's like a $2,500 cruise for free, or for $200 worth of taxes. But I'll take it. That's why I'm here. I couldn't turn down a free cruise. So I'm checking out the glaciers of Alaska and doing the touristy thing. Very fun. And then I'll be back in September to do my live event. So if you're in SoCal, please get tickets to my event in Los Angeles. We'll do a few more greetings, and then I'll do a little chat, and then I'm off to explore. Jesper from Denmark, God bless you. Someone said, I lived there for 13 years. You're never going to want to leave. It's beautiful. Yeah, I just checked out Misty Fjords, it's called. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to turn this into a travel channel. I'm going to make a nice little compilation when I get home. It's pretty epic. I'm doing, I won't ruin it, but I'm doing some adventures. My buddy bought a GoPro, so we're going to do a whole little thing. It's pretty awesome. Sweet little coastal town. You near water? Yeah, no, I just did a whole boat ride through this. They're called fjords. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like the greenest, most epic thing I've ever seen. I need to take a nap. It's too nice. But are the glaciers melting? I mean, I'm not at the glaciers yet. That's tomorrow, so I don't know. Don't listen to me. Ask Al Gore. Ask Al Gore if the glaciers are melting, and either way, give Al Gore your tax money. I'm joking. Someone said going on our 5th Alaska cruise next August. Wow, Heidi, that's epic. Yeah, this is my first time. I had a list to choose. I played slots enough. I didn't even lose money really. I mean, I lost a little bit of money last time, but overall, I just racked up enough slot points. They gave me a free cruise. I think they think I'm going to lose all my money, so they're like, here, get you on a new cruise. I think they're giving me a free cruise every year. They must think I'm like a psycho gambler or something, but I'll take it. I mean, can't turn down a free cruise. Someone said try living there in the winter. Oh yeah, no, it's even cold in the summer. I've heard it's pretty spicy, but that's everywhere. You get your pros and your cons. I want to chat real quick about social engineering, then we'll answer a few questions, then I'm going to roll out, meet up with my friend. But I took a 12-day break from my cell phone when I took a cruise in May, and it was the greatest thing ever. People were like, oh man, that must have been hard. It's so easy. I mean, I didn't think about my phone once after the first day. It's like just interacting with people, not having the stress of holding it in my hand, just vibing out, enjoying life. It's really awesome. Especially I'm on my phone like 10 to 12 hours a day. It's very unhealthy. And it was beautiful the first time. This time I'm going to use it a little more because I have an event in September as well, and I don't want to slack too much. But I think about social engineering when I take a break from my phone, and even the 2 days break. Like, I'll give you an example. I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm trying to figure out a way to navigate around that, because when I took a break last time, I didn't care about any of this stuff. I got home, I didn't care about politics, and this time I turned it off for 2 days, and I noticed that somebody creates the social world that we live in. I'll give you an example. Every day there's a story. You wake up, if you're on the East Coast, you wake up 5, 6, 7, 8, and by the time the West Coast, by the time we wake up, it's already like 11 o'clock your time. So the narrative for the day has been set. Since President Trump's been in office, it's almost always about him. You know, whether it's he said this, you know, he said he's the king of Israel, he called down on Brazil, like they always got a scoop regardless of what he says. And it's really strange because when you tap out of it, you realize how much they really control what you think about and what you do on a daily basis. Not just me, because I have to talk about it, you know, for work, but also everyone else. It's like they create the worlds, and then we just kind of comment on it. And it's really bad for, I'm not going to say for certain people, but say like conservatives, like you're constantly living in the world that the liberal media creates. And I don't want to make this a left or right thing for now, but it's like when you have to like defend yourself or talk about stuff, you realize you're doing it from their vantage point. It's like they create the story, they have a narrative, and then it's like you have to be sorry or you have to condemn this person. It's like, what if we just, you know, this is thinking right now. I know I'm going to be back on my phone soon, but there's got to be a way to just completely tap out of that entire world. Because it's like, you know, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but the reason that I think tragedies, the people who really run stuff, they have a big incentive for tragedies. Because when a tragedy happens, it's like a huge plane or something, but when a tragedy happens, everybody has to take a certain side. So like say a shooting happens, tragic, very real, it obviously happened, people died. Then you have to be like, okay, they get to push their narrative. They say gun control, how could you have guns? But then even conservatives have to live in that world. So you get what I'm saying? Even though you're disagreeing with them, that's the narrative they get to run with for a couple weeks or a year if it's certain events where they say, you know, I don't agree with this, but you know, this is how I want to live with it. All right, relax, plane. So it's a sneaky way. I mean, that's why I say with tragedies, you got to keep your eyes peeled. Obviously, they're real, but they have no incentive not to do them because that's when they get millions of dollars of fundraising. That's when they get to push their aggressive narrative. They get to say, here, you got to stop selling guns. You do this. And even if you disagree with them, you're still living in their world. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, when I take a break from my phone, I realize I'm like, how do I completely remove myself from that world? Like, I want to wake up in the morning and not, okay, I got to get under got to get under somewhere. It's starting to rain. But I want to not care about what narrative they create. Like, I want to wake up and not have to talk about the king of Israel because Donald Trump said it. It's like everyone joins that circus. And in a lot of ways, that's why I use that circus a lot to talk about other things, because I kind of say, whether left or right, it's like, who's talking about food? Who's talking about medicine? You hear me say that all the time. I'm like, let's get to the core of our industries. You know, water. Now they just realized that, you know, fluoride in the water might not be so good. It's like, who told you that fluoride was good in the water? When you go to the dentist, they say, spit it out. They don't say, swallow the fluoride. You know, make sure you swallow it. They say, spit it out and don't eat food for 30 minutes. So it's like, why did our government put fluoride in the water? You know, conspiracy theories. These are the types of things I try to get to, because it almost seems like when you tap out of that world for, you know, a couple days or a week, when you hop back into that world, it feels like such a circus. You're like, why am I talking about what Trump said? Like, either I disavow it and, oh my goodness, that's so terrible. How could anyone? It's like, who cares? And then it's like, even if you agree with it, it's a world that doesn't really even matter. And then 2 days later, they act like it's the biggest thing in the world. 2 days later, no one cares about it anymore. Do you even remember, like, Kavanaugh? You know, it's like Brett Kavanaugh was the enemy of the people. It's like, Brett Kavanaugh is the worst womanizer ever, even though he was like a Christian guy who like probably like was a virgin until he was 30 and like kept like a, you know, notepad of everything he ever did. He was like the nicest guy. They were like, Brett Kavanaugh is the worst. Then no one cares about him anymore. Literally, it's like they just create these little stupid proxy war stories all the time, and we live in that zone. And I'm guilty of it too. We all are. You know, even if you don't, you turn on Fox News, they're living in that world. They have this perspective. You turn on CNN, they're living in that world. It's like, how do we, look, there's a plane over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look, They got the water planes out here. Those water planes are so vibey. They like take off and land on water. So cool. But it's like I always try to tap into that world and then give people some real stuff. Like if you notice every video I do, I tap into that world, I talk about it, get some views, but then I try to drive people back. I'm like, have a good day, enjoy yourself, drink lots of water, try to take care of yourself, create a business. I try to use that story that doesn't matter to push an agenda of things that do matter, like the food, the medicine, your mindset, the things that you can control. They want people to be mad. There's a lot of money to be made off fear, but also if people are fearful, then they become weaker. And when you're weaker, you'll eat the pharmacy pills they want you to eat. And if you don't have good food, they'll sell you the bad food, and then they'll sell you the medicine. You need the pill for the medicine. It's a whole culture of just draining you. It's like they drain you mentally, they drain you physically, they drain you emotionally, and then they sell you the cure to the disease that they pretty much gave you. So, we've known this stuff, but when I take a break, it's crazy. The last time I took a break and I was like, now I log into Twitter, Tim Pool's tweeting like, oh my God, CNN. Oh my God, they're crazy. And then you got Trump tweeting, he's like, Donna Brazile, what's she doing on Fox News? And when I tap out of it for 2 days, I just don't care about it. Usually I don't care about it anyway. I know I just ended up in this beautiful garden, but when I really take a break and I go back into that world, I was like, I don't want to live in that world. Someone said I look healthier. Oh, I'm sure that the air is ridiculously clean here. In LA, it's disgusting. I got to get out of there. But anyway, let me see. Just trying to slide up. But that's kind of what I wanted to chat about today, was just the social engineering, and not even everything social engineering, in the sense of they teach you history, they teach you science, they teach you math. I mean, a lot of real science and real math is good, but there's engineering in every part of society. But now we've got out of the TV phase a lot. A lot of people are breaking out of that into the internet, but they kind of still have us trapped even on the internet. Yes, we have social media, but everyone's constantly feeding into their story. We live in their world, and then we get to comment on it. But it's the next dimension, the next step, I think, is completely removing ourselves from that world. And when someone said tap into God's joy, I love that, yeah. People hit me up when they realize I do news stuff, I'll meet somebody for coffee and they say, oh, I don't pay attention to the news. Should I? I probably should, right? And I always you would expect me to say, yeah, you got to watch the news. I always say, you're doing it right. Don't watch the news. They're like, really? I thought you would want me to watch. I'm like, no. If you don't watch the news at all, don't get into that world. If you're going to get into that world, you have to get some sort of benefit out of it. But most importantly, I feel like there's got to be a way to be educated and aware, but at the same time, we need to shift out of that story that they create. If something happens, if no one pays attention to it, they'll stop doing it. But that's why with tragedies, I'm not saying they're created. I think we should look into them, who's doing them, why they're doing them, all that sort of stuff. They're very real. I'm not saying they're not. But how could bad people not have incentive to do that when every time something bad happens, they get to aggressively push their agenda? In Christchurch, for example, as soon as that horrible thing happened at a mosque in Christchurch, New Zealand had passed gun control in a week. They passed anti-free speech legislation in a week. They shut down internet websites in a week. If the people who want to shut down internet websites and take guns away, why would they not want something like that to happen if they're allowed to do it flawlessly? I mean, without a tragedy, they can't do that stuff. But once it happens, so that's the type of stuff where it's that's an extreme example of how we have to live in their world for a week when a tragedy happens. But this type of stuff happens every day on a smaller scale, and you don't really realize it until you tap out of the television and social media matrix. It's starting to rain on me. I got to get under a plant or something, but we'll chat for a little bit and I'll roll out for 10 minutes. Jamie, thank you. I appreciate you. Someone said I stopped listening to mainstream media 15 years ago. The truth is clear. Television is the worst. I'm not, trust me, I'm no saint. I'm not perfect. I have my own sins and flaws. I don't like to act uppity oh, I don't watch TV. But when I watch TV, I feel disgusted. Literally, even if they're saying stuff I agree with, it's in a disgusting way. They're making me mad. Fox News is making me mad. They're showing me the worst liberals. And then they always sell you pharmacy pills at the commercial. I mean, you watch CNN, you might as well throw your brain in the trash. They're literally I think Trump is it's it's so bad. But even the good is TV is just awful. I used to love Comedy Central, but I'd watch Comedy Central and the commercials, I believe, are actually manifesting sickness. They're does your side hurt? I was like, well, obviously sometimes everybody's side hurts sometimes. They're like, then you must have this. You take this pill, this pill, this pill, like Sarah McLachlan, sad music, people dying. I feel sick by the time the show gets back on. I'm like, I can't even watch this disgusting stuff. The television is awful. But even social media, we still live in their world. They've trapped us in like YouTube, Google, and they've rigged it so they always control the narrative. That's the next move. That's why I say, you know, a lot of Democrats now will sell your rights out fast, but Republicans sell your rights out slowly because they have to live in the liberals' world. Even Donald Trump, as, you know, maybe conservative as some people would say, he still has to live in their world. It's like every day he has to fight their narrative. What if we just left? You know what I'm saying? They went to cause a whole ruckus, and then we weren't even there to begin with. We're just like laughing like outside, or, you know, we're tuning into a new network that tells us to have a good day, you know, like something like me, not other people like me, but it's like, what if they go to like, and then no one cares? That's the next dimension. It's like not even listening to them at all. Someone said eat real food. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Ella? Someone said I'd watch Netflix or HBO. I think anything's better than TV. The worst thing about TV is the commercials, in my opinion. I think they manifest sickness, they manifest fear, and they just make a killing off of pharmacy pills. It's like Western medicine is great in some ways, but they don't explain to you how not to get sick. It's like they almost like wait for you to get sick, or purposely make you sick with the stuff they sell you, and then they give you the cure that's not really the cure. It's like just take this, it'll make it slightly better. It's like some of the stuff they're giving out, there's a reason. You know, it's like, for me, I know I'm always really nasally. Honestly, it's probably all the smog and crappy air. I don't really have that today, you see. But, you know, a lot of stuff, there's a reason. Like, what are you eating? If you eat a lot of dairy, I still eat cheese. But when I ate cheese 3 times a day, I always had mucus, because cheese turns into mucus. And then when you stop eating so much cheese, I have cheese 1 time a day instead of for breakfast and dinner as well, just for lunch. Now I don't have as much mucus. They don't like to tell you that. They're like, here, take Mucinex. Like, what is Mucinex? Why do I need to take that? So it's a very sneaky, you know, set. But I think I got to get out of LA. I mean, I like some things in Los Angeles, but you know me, I like clean air, clean water. It's clean out here. I was just on the ocean. I could actually breathe. You feel me? Someone say you're preaching today. You know, get me some fresh air in the ocean, I start preaching. Someone said I've panic disorder for years, no help. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. I don't know exactly what, but I only know some things. Like, even for depression, I think, you know, there's a lot of causes, and maybe some you need medication, but it's like there's a lot of, in my perspective, steps to take first. You know, it's like when I'm inside, when I hurt my foot, I couldn't go out for a month. That was depressing, not being able to go outside. But I already learned that last year. When I don't get outside enough, I get depressed. If I have to work inside for 2 days and I don't leave my house for 2 days, that makes me depressed. Most people, they just throw a pill in your mouth. Now you're depressed with like a mind-numbing pill and you're still sitting inside. Sometimes the answer is like, switch it up. You know, maybe it's people you're surrounded with. Maybe you're not surrounded by anyone and you're lonely. Like, not always the case, but it's like, I feel like 90% of the time you don't need medication, and they're trying to give everyone 100% of the time. Sean Salome said, I like you, but your anti-Israel talk bothers me. Brother, we don't have to get into that today, but I'm not anti-Israel, I'm not anti-Israel. I'm pro-First Amendment, and I'm anti-war. So that's kind of another matrix. The right wing says, oh, you don't like Israel? I never said that. I said I stand up for the First Amendment. So if there's anti-First Amendment legislation being passed for that country, it's not that I'm anti that country, but I'm not selling out my freedom for any country or my own country. I don't care if it's a Republican, a Democrat, a homegrown American. That's not debatable. So I don't understand why that's so hard of a concept for people to understand. It's like, oh, you want your First Amendment? You hate Israel? It's like, no, I don't want Ron DeSantis, a Republican, to sell out my First Amendment. I don't want Donald Trump to do it. I don't want Nancy Pelosi to do it. I don't want Chuck Schumer to do it. I don't want it to be illegal to say the truth. So if there's a country, whether it be Saudi Arabia, Israel, America, you know, the Virgin Islands, or, you know, Pakistan, it's not going to be illegal for me to say the truth in my home country. So if Israel and people who support it too much try to make it illegal for me to say a fact, if Ben Shapiro wants to make it illegal for me to say a fact, that's where the problem comes. I'm not anti a country, I'm pro free speech, and it's very strange to me that people don't understand that. They're like, oh, you want to keep your free speech and tell the truth, you must hate Israel. It's like, you made these, you're creating a world for me that doesn't exist. It's like this or this. You want Trump or you want Pelosi? You want Schumer, you want John McCain or you want Obama? It's like, it's a lose-lose. It's a total setup. So that's not a fair analysis of how I feel. Thank you, Renee. God bless you. Are you walking in a circle? Yeah, I'm just trying to dodge the raindrops. I see them coming. I feel like Neo in the Matrix. I'm trying to you see that raindrop? I just hit to the side. I can stand still though. Someone said, do you like Gavin McGinnis? I definitely don't dislike him, but I can't lie, I haven't seen that much Gavin. Like, even when all that Proud Boys Gavin controversy was going on, I have only seen him speak like twice, so I'm not really familiar with who he is or what he says. I've seen like a podcast of his and I thought it was funny, but I'm not overly familiar with like Gavin. That's another thing I've been talking about recently that really bothers me. It's like everyone wants you to condemn people. They're like, do you condemn? I'm like, I don't even know am I supposed to know everything they've ever said? They're like, condemn Gavin because he's with the Proud Boys. It's like, shut up. Like, I don't, it's so annoying. They're like, Anomaly has a picture with this person. Condemn. It's like, why? Why don't you can condemn? I'm trying to have a conversation. Do I know how to dance? I mean, I got rhythm, but am I like a ballroom dancer or a salsa dancer? Absolutely not. But can I dance? I could dance, but I can't dance. My buddy is he's like a professional dancer in LA, and I went to a party with all dancers one time, and that was the only time I felt upstage because they were all like Beyonce's dancers. They were just crushing it, and I was like, they're like, oh, you can dance. I was like, I could dance, but like I can't like Beyonce dance. So they kind of upstaged me. Donna said, be grateful, not hateful. Big facts, Donna. Donna, you're on it. Darren said America first. That's what I thought. I thought we were making America great again. I thought we were going to make America great again. I wasn't trying to sell out my First Amendment. Welcome to Ketchikan, Alaska. Relax. I'm good. I just had like a 4-hour total vibe. Thank you, Renee. God bless you. We got West Virginia in the house. Big. I don't hate anyone. I'm not going to keep talking about Israel. I've talked about it too much already, but it was in the news last week. I'm the least hateful person out here. You can track everything I'm saying. I'm not going to be told by people who are actually hateful that I'm hateful because I don't want to sell out my First Amendment. It's not going to happen. You could write any article, you could smear me, you could lie, you could try to take away my free speech. I'll die before I lie with these losers. No, I'm not calling everyone losers, but everyone's like, Anomaly, you're hateful because you don't want to sell your First Amendment. You're not going to, people know. My live streams speak for themselves. I'm hilarious. I'm not hateful. That's the big trap. Oh, you don't, Anomaly, you don't, that's what the left wing does. You don't want 3-year-olds to change their gender? You don't want 9-year-old strip dancers? What are you, racist? You're like, no. And then the right wing's like, Anomaly, you don't want to give up your First Amendment for Ron DeSantis and Israel? What do you hate Israel? What are you, anti-Semitic? No, you guys, you're both lying. Stop lying. What's up, Toronto? We got Tulsa in the house. God bless, God bless. It's fine. The people could lie. They could write the stupid articles that no one reads. They're like, Anomaly hates Israel by like 5 views. It's like, no one believes you. If you write a smear article about me, then I'm going to have to do a video about me. And I guarantee you my video is going to get 1,000 times more views and everyone's going to believe it because I know, crazy concept, but I'm not going to lie. Stop lying, guys. It's all about the First Amendment. For sure. I don't even consider myself a conservative or a Republican, but I'm more conservative than most conservatives. Everybody's free speech until someone says something they disagree with, and then the right wing's like, hey, that's terrorist talk. It's like, guys, the First Amendment Noam Chomsky, before he was a sold out, I won't say retard now because I'm trying to be nice, but before he was older, he used to say free speech is for people you disagree with. If you only agree with free speech for people you agree with, you don't believe in free speech. Virginia in the house, New York in the house, Texas in the house. We are international. And by international, I mean that's only America. But before, someone said Germany, so we are international. Someone said, you're being attacked because you prove to have your own mind instead of blindly following the left or right BS. Yeah, I don't consider it really being attacked. I mean, some people are mad, but I don't really care. They know I'm not lying, or they're lying to themselves. It doesn't bother me either way. Cool to see so many fellow Alaskans following. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much support we got out here. Yeah, I'm just gonna get more non-PC. Like, I'm just gonna start making more savage jokes too. I'm tired of being censored. When I'm with my friends, I say hilarious stuff, and it's funny. It's like when I have to, they're like, Anomaly, will you condemn this? I'm like, I've never met this person in my life. Why is it my job to condemn what they said? Like I'm the Pope or something. I condemn this. All right, we gotta slide under. I gotta get some protection out here. All right, I'm gonna try not to slip. Canada in the house. I was in Canada for a day. I was in Vancouver. I was gonna make a video. I tried to, but it wasn't that funny. I was gonna be like, I'm in Canada. I better not say the truth, or else I'm gonna get arrested. It was kind of funny, but then I was like, I don't want to disrespect Canada. I'm only here for a day. I don't need Justin Trudeau to be like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, telling the truth in my country. I'm like, no. I'm lying. I'm talking about all 10,000 genders. He's like, you better be, eh? You better talk about all 10,000 genders, eh? Or we'll kick you out, eh? All right, that was horrible. I'm being very stereotypical now. But all jokes aside, I had Tim Hortons. Is that what it's called? I thought it was delicious. I like Tim Hortons. They had really good French vanilla coffee. Is that too stereotypical? I'm like, that's what you do when you're a tourist, right? You eat salmon in Alaska and you talk about Tim Hortons in Canada and eat poutine. All right. Yo, all right, I'm going to roll out in like 5-10 minutes. I got to be with my friend, but the craziest thing happened yesterday. There were, I think they were Chinese, but there were like 5 or 6 Chinese people on my cruise boat playing billiards, and they started saying Godzilla. It was so weird. You know, like that's something like stereotypical or borderline racist that other people would say to them. They'd be like, Godzilla. But they themselves were just screaming Godzilla. It was ridiculous. I was like, are they being racist towards themselves? Are they I've never heard Chinese people, or maybe they were Japanese. I don't know. Sorry. I usually could tell the difference between Korean. I'm kind of savvy like that. But these people, I just heard them screaming Godzilla. I was like, this can't be real. And it's not racist because they did it, not me. I'm not even lying. They're playing like pool. I'm like, what does Godzilla have to do with pool? So weird. Salmon, the L is silent. No, it's racist. Like it's discriminatory towards the L if you leave the L silent. So it's salmon. You got to really pronounce the L. Salmon. Salmon. That's how you do it. Is Johnny Horton Jr. a political prisoner? I have no idea. Someone said, don't be afraid to promote mushroom medicine. I'm not afraid of anything, but I don't talk about stuff I don't know about. But I will say my buddy who played pro basketball, he told me that lion's mane mushroom for my foot, he told me to eat lion's mane mushrooms. So I'm probably going to try it because I trust him. But have you heard of lion's mane mushrooms? I don't know. How's the foot? I mean, it's fine. My pinky toe might be permanently damaged, but it's okay. I could still walk. I haven't really tried to run too fast yet, but I'll be fine. Salmon. There you go. 3 L's. There you go. Salalaman. Taryn Johnson's got it. They pronounce the L? No, I don't think anyone pronounces the L. I'm just retarded. And I'm allowed to say that because if it's towards myself. You are right. I know. Guys, the whole world, like, when you turn off the TV, you realize the whole world is a joke. If you want border security, you're racist. If you want a wife, you're sexist. If you believe in, man and a woman and, like, the fact that they're different, they say you're sexist. If you want legal immigration, they say you're xenophobic. If you want free speech, now on the right wing, they say you're anti-Israel. It's seriously, guys, you're only making yourself look dumb. The whole world is a circus. They're like, you like breathe. Racist, sexist, xenophobic, anti-Semitic, Islamophobic. It's like, no, you guys are all just literally retarded. And the reason I keep saying retarded, people are like, stop saying it. The word is it's a great word. It means to slow down or naturally like go backwards. It's the opposite of progress. Are you progressing or are you retarding? Our country's retarding. At one point, we weren't retarded, and now we're retarded. And because I'm not retarded, they're like, Anomaly, why won't you be retarded with us? You don't love Israel? You don't want to be the king of Israel like Trump? I want to be able to say the truth, and I don't want Ben Shapiro to say it's anti-Semitic. It's not really that difficult. My stance is not that difficult. And I want really funny jokes to be allowed. Like, now, people who get mad at everything, they've made it even funnier. So now jokes I wouldn't say 4 years ago, now I'm just constantly going to make those jokes because it's like 20 times as funny now. You're like, ooh. Like, I just call everything gay again. I don't care about gay people, but like, I just like to tell people, like, you're somewhere and you're like, did you know this is like an all LGBT cruise or an all LGBT event? And everyone's like, and I'm like, nah, I'm just kidding. So, you know, the more people get mad, the more I'm going to talk about it. Someone said retardant? Yeah, fire retardant. They probably changed that name in Berkeley. They're like, ooh, fire retardant hurts my feelings. We're going to call it fire dum-dum bell. It's the fire dum-dum bell in Berkeley. It's like, shut up, you retards. These people are so retarded. Now the fire retardant's not the retard. Now you're the retard. Because they're like, pop manhole hurts my feelings, so I'm going to call it a person hole. It's like someone's dying, like their foot's stuck. Where are the person? They're in the person hole. What's the person hole? Well, the man is. Shut up. Stop. What's up, Roy? Tim Hortons is on like every base here. Coffee is awesome. Yeah, I'm a fan of Tim Hortons. I mean, I only had it once, and it was like kind of like an airport one, but it was like a weird like waffle, like egg and cheese sandwich. It was very unnecessary, but I liked it. And I had their little mini like Tim Horton donuts, solid. French vanilla coffee, solid. My buddy here, he's like one of my best friends from when I was in 5th grade. I brought him on the cruise. I had an extra ticket. He loves Dunkin' Donuts. If you're on the East Coast, you know Dunkin' Donuts. I think they moved to the West recently. But I kept being like, yo, I think Tim Hortons is better than Dunkin' Donuts. He's like, he loves Dunkin' Donuts, so he just kept getting so mad. I was like, dude, I'm going to say it. Tim Hortons is better than Dunkin' Donuts. He's like, shut up. So funny. What does your shirt say? It says Fighting Panda. It's a brand. They gave me a bunch of free stuff like 2 years ago. They were like, Anomaly, we like your videos. Can we send you free shirts? So they sent me like 10 Fighting Panda shirts, and they're really nice quality. It's crazy. Like, usually people have these crappy t-shirts. They have like dress shirts. It's awesome. Are you performing on the cruise or just... Oh, no, I'm just vacationing. But I'm also working, but more vacation. Yeah, no, I'm not a performer. But I do sing karaoke. I'm not going to lie. I kind of crush karaoke. I mean, I don't want to talk myself up, but I also do music, so I shouldn't be that proud of myself. I'm like, I'm pretty good at karaoke. They're like, don't you do music, though? I'm an okay singer. I'm like a 7 out of 10. But if it's a song that's in my notes, I'm a 10 out of 10 and 9 probably. And sometimes I sing Jackson 5, I Want You Back, even though it's way out of my range. I just think it's a great song. When I have you to myself, you know, you get it. It's a fire song. Jackson 5, I Want You Back. It's got to be one of the best songs ever. It just lights up. Since like 95% of this cruise is like over 60, everyone's like, whoa! And I'm like, they think it's Michael Jackson reborn. They think I'm young MJ out there. Not really, no one thinks that, but you understand. Hey, you're hot. Thanks, Kim. You hit me up on Instagram. I have a... Oh, sorry, I'm in their picture. Hit me up on Instagram. I have a $100 consultation fee. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for the compliment, though. Where's the cruise going? I can't specify, but it's just Alaska. It's like an Alaskan glacier cruise. Brianna said, could you show me the couch? That's hilarious. Ow. My foot does kind of hurt still. But I don't think I can run yet. This sucks, but at least I can walk. I'm not going to cry about it. They have a Masonic temple here. Like, the first thing I saw was a Masonic temple. I was like, they would be out here. What do you think about these fires all over the world? I don't know. Sketchy. But one, fires occur naturally. Two, sometimes people don't clean correctly. Three, sometimes people start them for financial, political, or just satanic reasons. Okay, the guy just looked at me. He was like, what did he say about Satan? All right. This guy's a Satan worshiper. He looked really upset at that. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm going to take off, guys. I don't want to make this too long. God bless you guys. God bless your family. God bless America. God bless the world. I'm going to be out, and I'll probably live stream. Apparently, the only place in the world that Sprint is actually good is this part of Alaska. I have like 8 bars. Literally at home, I have 2. So it's good to know I have like flawless connection. This must be where the only Sprint tower in the world is. It's like right in Alaska. And they just forgot about the rest of America, where everybody actually has Sprint connection. So it's good to know. All right, I'll see you guys. I'll be back. If you're in the Los Angeles or SoCal area, please buy tickets to my event. The VIP tickets are sold out. I'm not lying. That sounds like a lie to get people to buy more tickets, but they really are sold out. They sold quickly. Unnecessary, dude. All right, I don't want to get beat up by these guys coming for me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just walking away. I feel like he heard me and he's like, what did you say about my horn? Yeah, come to my event, SoCal. It's on September 4th. Tickets are there, and the link is in the, you get it. It's pinned to the top. I said enough. All right, I'll see you guys soon.